Hello and welcome back to Talent League 2023. I'm your host Ranzis today with Tyrell on my side. Today we have 4 wonderful matches, starting with Firebird Main versus BLUEJAYS Talents in the minor league season 9, week 4. Okay, let's talk about Firebird and BLUEJAYS. Mr. Tyrell, how you doing?
But I'm doing okay. Seems like you're a bit frazzled, but no worries. Like we've all been there, and then again, to make the stupid wordplay again. This is Talent League, where talent is born and all that kind of stupid ass shit. I'm done saying this crap. You all know you all know we ain't like the biggest pros. That's the reason why we're obviously not seen on nationals. But hey, everyone's gotta have a jumping board. So some people decide to never even leave due to some reasons. But anyway. Today's match, we've got a couple of a few of those and on the minor, but obviously starting us off first, it's gonna be Guardian. Is gonna be, if I could actually fucking read, it's gonna be Firebird, the main team versus BLUEJAY Talents, and well, as we're gonna take a little bit of a look of the current standing so far from the minor league, well, we can definitely see a clear so far leader emerging, and that's gonna be Jobless for the time being. They're also going to have a match later on tonight, and perhaps maybe they're going to slip down the road. But so far, Firebird is closely behind with second place. And well, if we look at BLUEJAYS Talents, they are now in 4th position as well. So definitely, so far we got the match of 2 high up teams so far in the standings, but obviously one loss could obviously knock them down quite a lot further. And who knows, maybe one of these 2 teams at the end of the day will get the lead. But we're gonna have to find out very much soon, and well, let's perhaps maybe check in a bit with teams if they're also far ready or not, and if so, then we can start. And well, what map are we gonna be playing for today?
Okay, playing Chalet for today. A very tactical map, probably one of the most picked maps in the whole competitive map pool, next to Clubhouse and Border, I think it was, but I'm not sure. Probably it's completely wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't seen a Chalet play so far in this league. But due to the fact that we have Firebird main and BLUEJAYS Talents, which are in the top at the top of the leader or on the upper leaderboard at the moment, I think this could be a very interesting match, especially as we know that both teams are very talented and actually have a whole lot of a potential to actually win this league. I think there's about that, I think that's just we're gonna see a very exciting match, and that's everything I have to say about that. As I don't really have that much information about the map, I will just let it flow to me and to us. My bad. I'm not wanna. I love you, Tyrell. Um,
That goes very quickly.
we're talent casters. We're all like brothers and sisters or stuff. Okay. No, sorry. Okay, don't let's not talk trash here. Let's go into this to the players for today's match. On Firebird Sand, we have Stella, Loki, Arun, Slows, and Max. Um, which I'm just gonna read off the match results from last week. Which Stella wait, are these the player match results or the overalls? Okay, let's just not talk about that. We're gonna go into the match bans. Firebird main on the attack and Blue Jays talents on the defense. And Blue Jays starting with the first ban.
Let's see if we're gonna see a big surprise or not. And well, would you look at this? It's gonna be our homeboy Flores getting banned on Chalet. And well, as an advocate for playing Flores on Chalet, because boy oh boy, is he really the most perfect fit for this map. It's sad to see him go, and we'll see who is gonna get banned. Well, would you look at this? If it wouldn't be Thatcher getting banned again every single day of the goddamn week!
This is gonna be an interesting match. Okay, yeah. About the Flores ban, very strong ban. Oh yeah, about Solus ban. About the Flores ban, very, very strong ban. You can actually clear out almost all utility of the enemy team with that. Bring up the flashes. You have three flashes that you can burn out nades with. And all in all, Flores probably one of the strongest attackers in the current meta. Thatcher, pretty decent ban. Soul is very strong ban overall. And the Valkyrie ban, yeah, I mean, Valkyrie's a strong ban from top to bottom. I think that's a very solid ban. And just one strong operator off the board. Okay.
Let's gonna see on how this defense is gonna go about, as Blue Jays will start us off there. And well, I am rather curious to see the Warden getting picked, because that's someone we definitely don't see much often. But then again, I would say if you'd asked me a year ago, I wouldn't have believed that Frost would be sort of like a almost go-to pick. But well, here we are in 2023, and well, the times have changed, definitely.
I wouldn't say that Warden has become a really decent pick in almost every game at the moment, through him being a very good operator to force to choke down like very heavily defendable sides like the top floor here with the shield. As you can just get rid of flashes, which just adds a whole another layer of structure and just strength to this. And while we're talking about that, Kazi gets the opening frag for this match on Milton. Ayana out with that, and one entry gone for the match. And Firebird already one player down.
Well, not necessarily the best way to start off things for the side of Firebird, but still, they still got plenty of time to catch up and perhaps even turn it around. But obviously, you always would like to have the entry. I mean, it pretty much sets the base tone for the rest of the game. And as we're looking now, Hiram trying to walk down further together with his pal right there. Well, they seem to be a bit undecisive on how to move forward. Well, and again, time is not running into their favor. And well, they need the time because they need to get a grip fast.
Oh! Hiram! getting a very sexy frag on the Blue Jays with Kazi instantly refragging him. Lucy being off the board, and one of the hard breach is now gone. No hard breach left on the side, and Firebird is still in the lower man count. Kazi getting flashed out. Oh, now there's the line swinging around, getting Kazi getting a triple kill, but instant with him refragging almost every play there, and Firebird. Wow, they're one man down, and Blue Jays are still in the upper lead, and wow, Hiram is down as we see. Oh, and there's the last one from Sanity, and Kazi. No, from the Cade, which I didn't got who he was, and I think that was a very strong first round for the Blue Jays talents, who are, as you probably guessed, a very well-known team, since the main roster of Blue Jays was in the GSA for, I think, a good few chunks of the seasons, which with the White Tigers Academy team, these are two very big names actually in this league. But as we saw on the B match against White Tigers, that the name doesn't mean anything at this point. And with this being Talent League, as we're having a lot of underdogs in here, that doesn't mean that Blue Jays is actually just winning this because of the name. And this is just round number 1, and I think we're gonna see a whole lot of gameplay from Firebird on this side, and there's actually a lot of playroom that you can still be played around.
Basically, if you grew up back then, the good old community days where clans and shit like this was still a thing, then you probably have seen Blue Jays in some shape or another. And obviously many people have came over, many people also, well, passed through, you could say. But so definitely, for namesake, you could say that it is not like they're, how to say, the team name is not unknown, but the players may be. But then again, they're here out to prove their point. And as we're gonna see now, Firebird main trying to put up a solid attack, but so far Fixer decides to put a little stab onto it, put a little dent into it. Martin falling again right from the get-go.
Yeah, with that being said, it's already a good start, and almost 1 minute left, gone again from the table, which with Kazi doing a great performance here, round number 1, and getting 3 kills off the board already. And oh, Dent gets the second one on tag 1, and Sledge is out off the board as well again, and Firebird is in the lead again. Oh, and Kazi finally getting shut down by Losi, who gets his entry frag for Firebird now. Oh, gets some good chunk of damage from Fury, who can finish him off, and Losi being down already and unknown. And Hiram now again in a 1 versus 4 situation. They both have to get at least 2 kills, and this is still everything is possible. Hiram gets kill on Dent, swings around at the top, gets a gunfight, wiggles around, but Siri gets a second kill on the blue stairs, and now it's just unknown Jetski being left in a 1 versus 3 here on the top library hallway stairs. There's not really much you can do with only a small chunk of HP left, and Siri gets the next kill. And gets 3 kills, following up to the 3 kills from the Azami in the first round, which just shows us what a good team Blue Jays actually, the talents team of Blue Jays actually is in here, and how that they're performing so well in this first half already.
I guess so far results speaks for themselves. Blue Jays definitely having quite the upper hand so far, and well, they don't really seem to losing the grip on that either. But who knows? The game is still long. A 2-0 lead can be achieved quickly, but a 7-2 loss can come out right after this one if they want to. Let's see on how they're gonna set up again, and here's the key point: if Blue Jays talents win this bomb site, well, and they got the full rotation, then there is pretty much clear that these guys are gonna go flawless on the defense if nothing major happens.
Yeah, actually, I want to ask you, what do you think is Firebird doing wrong here, or otherwise, what is BLUEJAYS doing right?
Well, I mean, you look at the early aggression, right, coming out from BLUEJAYS. I mean, look, we've seen Martin now falling in the first 30 seconds twice. So they're definitely not expecting or preparing for that. They don't seem to counter it. They don't seem to at least make some sort of prevention for those, like, I don't want to call them spawn kills because they have been long gone, but basically those very early outside picks. And that's the thing. Once you lose like one straight from the get-go, it kind of like demoralizes you. You're not sure really more, especially like so far they've always been losing the Ayana, you could say a vital droner, and well, droning would be needed right now because Hiram right now is on the chase on getting his first pick and starting us off the round for the side of Firebird. But so far, it appears to be that Fixer has escaped Hiram right there, and well, C4s, we can hear him, but we don't hear a bang. Waiting on the right one.
By the way, is it Kazi or Cozy?
It looks to me like an A.
Okay, okay. Kazi is just get a good chunk of time of the board and instantly escaped through the solar stairs. Didn't really went for the gunfight, and oh wait, Siri is already down. Didn't even got that up the point. Oh, now some decent chunk of damage being done to Fixer, but for Martin falling again, evening out the man count, but Hiram getting the refrag and Warden here on the trophy room. Oh, and then they already have some pressure here on the west main stairs. Have the top floor control, but there, oh my god, Sanity's down there. Very close on the basement stairs.
Well, that C4 was a waste.
Oh man, falls back to side, and this is not really much you can do here at the moment. Firebird is in the better position here, and I think they're just gonna go as it looks. I don't know what it looks like because Firebird is just wiggling up on the stairs here, and I think it's looking like a main breach. And if they're really going for a main breach, I don't get why they are pushing from the backs or why Hiram is on the backside here. I mean, probably because just for some double pressure.
I mean, we can see the major flaw. They have made their game plan way too late, and obviously they're now paying the price for it. Dent is going to take out, taking out the Dukebi, vital for the after plant. And well, doesn't matter if they're going to get the walls open right now. They can't plant, they have to rush in. Taki at least is going to find Dent, so he's going to make some impact, but with less than 10 seconds left, it doesn't look to be good. Hiram in the meantime gets one, but look at this. Sanity picks up Taki. And so far, Sanity is right now the only one left. It appears to be the Firebird main has made itself an opening as Lucy's going to go for the plant. And while walking out for the on fire is not going to be that all too healthy. But now, Sanity has to make sure he's going to get to 2. And no!
Wow.
Hiram does it. A last second push is all what they needed, apparently.
Yeah, what a great clutch actually for Firebird. But they at the most parts of the round. I mean, they got the entry frag and got some early pressure in the round, and got some very decent picks. And I almost thought they would lose this, as they had like about 20 seconds left on the clock and just had to push in on the side with pressure on the sides with not that much time left. But they did their best out of that and got the frags that they needed. So I mean, if it worked out in the end, you don't wanna get in this situation. But if you're able to pull this off, I think you're able to actually like just perform a little bit more. But to be fair, BLUEJAYS struggled a little bit too much on that point. I mean, you have 3 people left and they had Goyo charges almost everywhere. I don't know why they didn't pop it off, and I think it did some serious. I think it could have just changed around a bit more. By the way, production, we have some minor issues on the stream because it seems to be lagging. It would be nice if you can like fix this in the next round. Okay. Sorry. I didn't want to get you off here.
This is usually time where I put in my plugin, but well, we're just gonna leave it for now at this time. But hey, it is the things that we work with, but we do everything in our might to provide you with the gameplay that you want to see. So, anyway, moving back onto the game, we're gonna see right now as Firebird main will go, well, as obviously the game dictates, once more on attack. And well, so far we don't see really much change of the lineup, with past the exception that Lucy lost pretty much his Thermite 4 and Hibana. But as we're watching closely so far, no early picks from the side of Blue Jays, so looks to be all right in Firebird's books.
Firebird's actually going for a north side push on the map, going for a 5-man push from there, and just trying to get some early control, not really pushing the side on, not really pushing the windows on the trophy. Just trying to get off some. We're gonna see probably first gunfights in the next few seconds, as this is probably the most vital point where the first bodies are getting dropped on the shield here. And yeah, the Azami just trying to get something off here. Losi opening some of the wall here. I don't know why it did this like that. Flashes out. Oh, and the context comes out from Cozy. It's actually possible to get some kills here, but he doesn't know. I don't think, like, there's not really much pressure applied here. When did Hiram go down? I didn't even notice, by the way. And now with only like 55 seconds left, Firebird has not accomplished any map control at all. And while we're talking about Unknown gets the first one, Siri gets getting taken down by Martin, who gets his first kill now on the refrag from Unknown. From Dent now, it's a 3 versus 3 and 40 seconds on the clock. There's still so much time that they can play off, but they have no vertical, they have no soft breach for vertical here, so they have to drop off on side here. And with the Blue Jays guys still being able to hold us up on this side, they don't have that much time to go for a push right here.
Well, 15 seconds. They got to do it now or never. Well, last time they had to do this, it worked out well for them. Let's see us starting us off. Already taking out 2. Dent at least going to come back with 1 taking out Taki. And it's Dent this time again. Once more at Kate. C4 comes out. This time it's going to hit that one. And Dent will clutch it out for Blue Jays. Right at the last second. The shotgun proving to be the biggest enemy.
God! Wow! What a play! What a play was that from Kazi? Or was it Kazi? No, Dent, my bad. Dent, what a wonderful C4 he threw off there. Just got the planetary in time, finished off Martin before he could get the refrag on that. And wow, you shouldn't let that happen. And that's the reason why you don't want to push in the last 20 seconds and try to get some more time on the board. Because you don't want to. In other cases, it's just ending up like that, and you cannot really react to that.
Well, one thing's assured, Blue Jays take again pretty much their momentum back. And well, maybe this one round would have been a little dark spot. I would say confidently that as long as Blue Jays able to get like the early picks to pretty much like slow Firebird down, you know, they're in a good position. But I think more crucially, they need to watch out like when those like 15 seconds where those like last ditch effort push comes through, they need to just stop them there and cut them off, because then they don't come really in these kind of situations where we see Dent needs to clutch up.
Yeah, I agree with you on that side. Blue Jays is really doing a great job of getting of stepping up in the early game and getting some free frags off of that. But then in the end, they're struggling. Just I don't know why they're like overwhelmed with the end and just falling on their side. And like in the last 20 seconds, which is not the best thing you want to do. I mean, it just comes down to gunfights. I mean, you can say they played it down really well and really solid, but if you don't get the gunfights in the end, I think you just have to work on that and just on some utility on the back end. And what we're talking about, Martin gets the first kill on on Kazi. Hiram gets stand, and now it's a 4 versus 3 with BLUEJAYS being 1 man down, and Firebird main has some good potential on the top floor. Wow.
Well, right now, momentum seems to be swinging back to BLUEJAYS, but Taki is going to put a hold on this, taking out Siri, making this an even fight 2-on-2. Well, never mind, as Fixer comes through from underneath and sweeps it up, leaving Lucy, the sole survivor, up on this one. And, well, he needs to figure it out, and, well, might as well just run into an SMG-11. BLUEJAYS, once more again, take this round.
Wow, that's some great trading there on both sides, on Firebird main and BLUEJAYS, which is just comes down to the talented teams that they are. And also they're doing this. BLUEJAYS is just in the upper hand again, and I think at the moment it looks better for them. But I mean, Chalet, a very defender-sided map. That's no doubt about that. So I think there's pretty much that almost anything open with, because like a 4-2 split is or a 4-2 switch is probably the most default comp setting in Siege, with defender side being a little bit favored here and a little bit easier, especially in comp where you like don't need to get like map control in the early sides, and it's attack is just being bound to getting a little bit more info down, and if you're not perfecting that, you're just gonna see results like that here on like with that. And I think you just have to perfect your drone play and refrag and refrag play, and I think that's how it's coming down here, like on Firebird sides. And another thing I want to add is that Firebird at the moment has to work on the entry frags, as they are losing a lot of them, and I think they lost like 4 rounds through them not getting the entry frags.
Well, so far everything is fine. Firebird hasn't lost anyone yet. Well, but would you look at this, for the one side, BLUEJAYS is gonna lose one first. Martin, he's gonna take out Revenge, and he is gonna take out Dent as well. Huge peak for the side of Firebird main right there.
Wow, how the tables turn.
Well, we see some explosions, but unfortunately, no, that body is going with as well. So losing a bit of utility up on this side of the table. And well, you can definitely see BLUEJAYS, they want to play much more aggressive. They want to play with much more space. They really take advantage of the whole map, and they're instead of getting hunted, they're the hunters. I mean, Kazi right now, best evidence off of this play, is get taken out. But in the meantime, we see Hiram go down, and well, if Fixer knows, he might have gonna get an easy confirmation as well. But looks like the beef, he is gonna be safe. While in the meantime, Siri, he is gonna try and look for the fight, and so far he has to play behind the bar and protect himself right there. In the meantime, Kazi is gonna be able to find Martin. So far, not looking very great for the side of Martin, but oh, that 1 foot he needed to confirm Hiram, and well, it's gonna come at a great price by the fuse, Nate. And well, if that effectively, Siri has been taken out.
Wow, the whole Firebird attack, which started with a good start with the entry frag, is just collapsing down on the feed with 40 seconds left, and they're doing it again, and it's becoming the same thing again. The time is ticking down. Kazi's, I mean, very low. There's pretty much so much opportunities for them here, especially with the fuse. I think they could get Kazi out if they're doing that. Oh, the breach now being opened, Losi is being able to get the plant down. He has flashes, okay. And I think the plant is going down right now. He's pushing into side, going for the trash plant, but it's now in a 1 versus 3 situations and 8 seconds on the clock. Sanity is not, I think they're not knowing that he's planting, and they're really not knowing it. And oh, he's canceling it and just gives Jaeger the free kill on him. if he just have continued to plan, I think he would have gotten that through and would actually have the opportunity to switch this around.
Well, Blue Jays win this one, and well, with that, they're now gonna go on to the attack. And well, if they can translate what they've done on defense onto attack, I definitely see this game going out now in a 7-1. And this is also a great time to pretty much shame Tactical, who has voted for Firebird to win against Blue Jays. So for everyone who has potentially missed, the lovely dear staff team, some of the casters, some of the more behind the scenes people, well, they get to vote a bit on their little predictions beforehand. And well, I mean, I obviously selected them to have some sort of, reward and punishment. Then I have some whiny ass bitches who say like, oh no, this isn't fair and shit like this. Well, make this crap fun.
Okay, we're going in the bar for round number 1 in the defense for Blue Jays, for Firebird. Pardon me. And I'm actually pretty curious on how Blue Jays is gonna attack this. As I think they're gonna go for a completely different approach here, as Firebird is doing on the Firebird has been doing when they were up there, because they just went for like a 5-man push on the bedroom / piano side for basically every round here, and at the moment it mostly looks like that as well. But you can see there's one man from Blue Jays on, I think it's on the southwest side, going for some other pushes, I think, and they're already on the top floor here and just in office, going for getting some decent map knowledge. What am I talking about? Just getting some decent chunk of map control here. Wow, with Unknown being down already and Firebirds. Oh, you don't wanna use your roamer so early. Oh, one mob's coming out and Fixer is peeking around. Oh, and there's so many nasty angles that they have to deal with. It's just not what you wanna do here.
Oh, Sirius gonna use that bit of chaos, sneak in a drone, check out the area, but so far not yielding too much. Fixer creeping in. Martin, in the meantime, he's gonna be able to find Siri. And as Fixer cleverly moves out of the window to get himself into a more safer position. But Firebird, man, is definitely holding up very strong right there, as Blue Jays, they're struggling to find their way around them, and they're trying everything, throwing the flashes, throwing nades. It doesn't seem to quite connect so far. It is really a bit of a standoff. Hiram, in the meantime, he's actually gonna get two. Goodbye, Kazi, and goodbye, Sanity. You're gonna need this one. Taki, in the meantime, takes out Den as well, leaving it all down to Fixer with 40 seconds left. He needs to find 4-person, or else it's gonna be all gone. And well, after I said this one, look at this, 30 seconds left, and he needs to give his all right now and here and there. And so far, well, as you can see, Firebird, man, they're hunting and they are successful.
Yeah, as we just said earlier, that's what's about the defense, which is a whole lot easier, and especially like here in the earlier in the a little bit lower professional teams, like not tier 1 but more of tier 2, tier 3. It's more common to see defender wins, especially on the defender side at map here like Chalet. And that's what I meant. It's not really the team strengths and pressure here. And I do just say that communication is probably one of the hardest things to perfect in a team. As if 5 individual players who all have to know every one of them on their own, and just you have to know how your teammates are just thinking and what they're doing, and like basic teamwork has to work so well with drone works, and that like something like trading becomes like natural to you and your teammates.
Let's see if Blue Jay Talents is going to be able to learn up from this last round, or where the Firebird main has figured out on what they need to do.
I think
In order
both teams. I think both teams are just struggling to find some refrags. I mean, we saw at some ends, we saw some good refrag chains on both ends, but it was mostly in the late game. But like in the really early game where most of the defense is spread out more around the map, both teams were struggling a bit to get refrags on the entry frags, or which were mostly followed up by 1 or 2 frags on the attacking team. And it just looks like this is happening here again. And yeah, Firebird just did a great job of showing that on the defense again. And oh, it's happening again. Blue Jays getting Syria off and Twitch is being off the board.
Well, that's a terrible loss for the side of Blue Jays, and with less than 2 minutes, they need to be able to recover and move on from this, and perhaps even avenge their fallen teammate. And well, then if I could tell you how close you could be from a wall bang, then whoa! You know, we got wall hacks. He doesn't, but come on, that was way too close to be real.
By the way, are they in kitchen or are they top floor on piano?
But you know what? It doesn't matter because we find Fixer who comes out right from behind, takes out 2. Morden and Taki will go away off of this map, and well,
hello, you.
Point simple. They didn't even notice any clue, no sound, nothing. An embarrassment. And well, even Fixer tries to clear the wall. He potentially could have gotten a third as well.
Wow, Fixer's doing such a great job here. He just sees his team is falling down. Just decides, yeah, well, I'm gonna do this on my own, and he's taking this into his own hand and just switches it around, and Kazi gets one off, swings around into side, gets refragged instantly with Hyrule finishing off a second one with Sanity, and now it's evened out again. And wow, with the breach being opened again, on K9 series, Fixer swings around, gets instantly shut down, and then now alone deep inside, with no defuse in hand against 2 defenders and 20 seconds left on the clock.
Then needing to be resilient, and that's gonna be, goes down. And well, the last few seconds are ticking away. He tries to place the drone slightly a bit to cover himself as the diffuser will go down. You see Harem searching for it. Well, the diffuser will go down, but exactly but they see the gunfight, they see each other. Both men are still alive. His tent sits right next to the pump. He tries to figure it out, and there he is. Hiram falls. And Blue Jays are now on match point.
Wow, what a great play from Dant here. That's what you want to see on the support, right? That's a strong support. You have to be able to clutch these rounds out and just get this up. And by the way, production Epsilon, can you restart your Discord stream for a second, because it's lagging a little bit, and just getting it rid of. Thank you.
I've
My technical issue.
I don't know how we produce them game.
Okay, I think is it still lagging? Oh no, it's better. It's better. Okay, back into the game, and we're on the top floor again on office and bedroom, and we're gonna see Firebirds here getting on the side again with with Losi, with a smoke. Wamai, Jaeger, Kali. What am I talking about? Zami and Kate. I think. What do you think that Firebird did wrong there?
Well, it's kind of hard to say because, well, I mean, Fixer definitely turned this game around, because right now, Firebird was so heavily focused on that library. They were only focused in one direction, and they completely slept on that. There might be a Sophia who could just, open the window, just walk in, pick off 2. I mean, that completely threw disarray right into it. And from there on, I would say it still had those kind of trades, but I would say the resilience of Dent has definitely proven right on this. And whoa! Taking out already the man who costed you the round. Fixer is now out.
Oh my god, Hiram getting his first kill again, and he has 12 impressive kills in 8 rounds. Being the top fragger of the match at the moment. Wow, yeah, he's doing a great job. Just he's getting a lot of follow-up kills with, I think he got like 3 double kills, like in the instance of like 5 to 10 seconds. Oh, okay, and Anon is here on the top floor on Fireplace, getting some heavy backfire there and just trying to take some pressure off, but he's just falling back, not really taking that gunfight, as he knows he's probably not winning that with like 3 people pressuring him up there. But he's back on the top floor on Fireplace, and while being talking about that, tag 1 is getting Dent out, and it's now just Sanity and Kazi left here out on the library, in the library side, and just they're a little bit stuck there now. If they need to get the entry frag, I would say entry frag on their sides now. But as you can see, Firebird is not really playing really well off of that, and just fell back onto side and not risking their man advantage.
Well, naturally, it's better to be a bit more conservative on this side because, well, high risk, high reward. I think they're pretty much is self-explanatory up for this one. But in the meantime, as we're looking through down for Firebird main, yeah, they don't seem to really have much to do, especially as Kazi will go. I think the rest follows it up again. Well, match point is still on for the side of Blue Jays, and Firebird main is catching up.
Wow, didn't really. That's really strong of Firebird. We didn't think that would come back, and now it's like a 3-6 from back to back. I just wouldn't say that they needed something like that, and they're doing that really well.
Well, we're gonna see how Firebird will be able to hold on to a bar. And well, I'm definitely interested in seeing how this is gonna turn out, because if they still plan to use the same kind of like library hold, and Fixer does pretty much the same shit again, just walking through that window and picking off 2, well, then it's safe to say this one has been lost for Firebird. They need to really like sharpen their senses and watch out for stuff like this, because again, like, Blue Jays capitalized on this so heavily.
You mean Firebird?
No, Blue Jays. Last time when Fixer walked through.
Oh, sorry. I was in the last round. I was mentally prepared for the last round. Okay. And we're going in 3-6. I think Firebird could really come back now if they're gonna continue their legacy that they did in the last round. They did really well. It was a completely flawless victory, which just shows us again what a strong team they are, and how they can compete with such a big name as Blue Jays. Which I think Firebird is German as well. I'm not pretty sure here. Do you have some info about that?
Well,
no?
I'm not into their files, so, but I know one thing that you know is a Hungarian. And I know another thing is that Dent is dead.
Oh my god. Okay, you don't want to see that. And I don't know if it's, I don't know if if that's the fact, but it's like almost every round, in every round that the entry frags happened, it was almost any time on the Ayana. Like, did you notice that?
Yeah, well, I don't know what people are running for skins on, but apparently they're running the most reddest of the red skins you can have. and they're like easily spotted and easily shot out right from the get-go. I don't know what's wrong. It seems to be she's cursed, at least for this game.
With here Firebird on the top side again. Oh, and getting a very good lead for the next time. And even though it's match point, Firebird is again in the lead with 2 people on the top. And this round is looking more and more in their favor. But now Unknown is now taking down. Kind of stuck there in the closet. Kazi gets this one and revenges one of his teammates and gets it just gives Blue Jays the opportunity to come back here.
So far, Siri tries to clear the utility, but he's going to be unable to enforce themselves for Martin as he goes down. Leaving Kazi and Fixer, the last two survivors for the side of Blue Jays. And well, despite you got Kazi walking into the site and picking out one, but I don't think it's going to go all too well for too long. The diffuser's also miles away. Lucy is going to be able to take out Kazi, leaving it all down to Fixer, who is not going to clutch up this 1v3.
It's actually so sad. I mean, he was deep inside, but he didn't have diffuser. They just cost him the round. And oh, we're gonna see a timeout. I think it's gonna go out for now. Yeah. Do you have some quick analysis on both teams? Blue Jays did a great job. In both teams. Sorry. Let me rethink that. Blue Jays did a great job of getting the defenses down fairly well and getting I mean, they got their first point right now and they were dominating the defense with a 5-1 a switch. But now they have to come back now because the momentum at the moment is on the side of Firebird, even though they're 2 rounds down, but they got the win streak for three rounds now, and as they are on the defense, I think it's actually possible for them to get the 6-6 switch before we're gonna see an overtime here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, when English isn't your first language, then this happens.
Wait, bro, don't do that. Don't do that to me.
You will learn soon enough that I pretty much say what I want when I want it.
Bro,
Players can fight it, casters can fight it. You're gonna have to bite the bullet on this one. But hey, see it from my perspective. You're sitting here, you're watching these people, and you can pretty much say whatever bullshit they're doing, and they can't fight back. So, you know.
I know what you mean.
It is great.
I mean, language, my boy.
Then again.
No. Then again. Yes, then again. With that being said, we're gonna go into match point. Round number 11. Firebird is still in the lower case here, with a leading round of three rounds. And Martin emptying his deagle.
Well.
A lot. Wow. He has like 10 bullets left now in his deagle. We have Blue Jays is going for what looks like for a west side push. Just going for the very basic default take here. On the top floor, but Martin on the Azami is probably gonna be able to take a good chunk of timeout down here, and take one being killed already with a headshot from Dant, who's got his 10th kill now, and Jaeger is being down. And okay.
Entry frag, securing himself potentially a great start, and well, as you see Martin down underneath. Well, the only thing he's gonna be able to witness is that all his teammates are dying left and right and center. Hiram has been taken out by the side of Blue Jays, and well, it's looking very well right now for the side of Blue Jays. That timeout definitely seemed to have worked wonders for them so far. So good. As Dan is going to open up himself the bathroom and trying to lurk at members of Firebird, but as it appears to be, no one is answering the call as of yet. Kazi in the meantime takes out Martin, and well, then decides to be risky and is gonna get punished. Lucy takes him out right here and there, but look at this, Fixer taking out Lucy, securing himself to refrag, and well, Fixer is gonna fix the game for us all. Blue Jays win this map and this match.
Wow, okay, that was the nail in the coffin that they needed with the 2 entry frags on the early round, and they actually used their timeout. I don't know what it is in the tier 3 leagues, but many teams are not using their timeouts at all. Use your timeouts, because then you're gonna win your games here, and that's what Blue Jays talents did here, and that is probably what they won. How they gonna won their rounds here, and this was actually a very funny match. I think that's both teams were very equally skilled, but it was on the end it was came down to timing and just the situational stuff on both sides. And Blue Jays won with a good chunk of elite here. Yeah, from my side, that's at the moment that's what a very good match. It was very interesting and very exciting to watch. We're gonna go over to which is map number 2, match number 2.
Well,
Yeah, give me
here's
a
the
second.
thing.
We're gonna.
I will go over to map number 2 after I
I
have
will be
taken
out
a
of it.
piss and a little bit of snack. And I'm gonna have someone else joining me. Because this one is gonna be quite special because, well, this person and I were gonna see a player returning pretty much once more again, and well, he's gonna get his fat chewed out for this one. But so stick around as we're gonna come back in roughly about 10 minutes to see up the match between.
BE Sports versus Jobless.
And with that.
Taller jumps in. Either, but skills raining in. Nato inside. Now in a 3v3 situation. One going down. What is happening? Joe against another one. As in a 3v2 situation. Oh, Sakari trying to get up the Slayer's there. It's shut down. Sakari now in a 1v2.